What's going on, guys? VZ Duels here, and today I figured I'd share a quick little combo thing that I've come across with testing since we've got this new card in the game and the synergy with it and the Fire King engine, given that we have the Snake Eye engine being completely live with this and all the combos that go with it. However, as somebody that likes to build their deck that has multiple routes and multiple options of play, a thing that I've come to realize is that there are other targets out there that are not Snake Eye that actually make for really good bonfire targets. And one of them you've probably heard of other people talking about is a little card that we like to call Agnimal Candle. Now this little guy, he actually has a little bit of broken potential in Fire King Tri-Brigade. Or even if you were to do like a Snake Eye Tri-Brigade, just so that way you can run your Bonfire, and if you already have your Snake Eye engine in your hand, then you just search this guy out and go for something kind of crazy. So, we would start off by playing the Bonfire out of our hand. We would be searching out the Agnimal, and then with that resolved, we trigger Agnimal, whose effect is, if you haven't seen it already, if this card is added to your hand except by drawing it, you can special summon this card. Very similar to the Populous Snake Eye, to where you just get to special summon it. Though this one doesn't do any extension searches or anything of the sort, but it would special summon. Now this card also does have another effect, which I'm going to highlight now. Once per chain, up to thrice per turn, meaning 3 times per turn, if a monster is sent to your graveyard, not your opponent's graveyard, yours, except during the damage step, you can increase or decrease this card's level by 1. So, this card, you special summon that. This one card with it actually gives you a lot of potential here. And I have to say, really any level 4, but Fraktall in particular, for this exact reason. So this is going to be on field. Then you use your Fraktall effect. And then what Fraktall is going to do is you're going to send a Tri-Brigade kit from deck to graveyard. If your opponent does not ash this is what's really cool. So, on a new chain, now that these 2 cards got sent to the graveyard, we can do Chainlink 1 kit, Chainlink 2 animal. So, they don't ash this, then you can already see what's happening here. You're chain blocking your kit and then your Nerval that's going to follow it. And the best part about Agnimal here is that this boy is gaining levels from this. Now, of course, because it's once per chain, you can't get 2 level ups, but even in which case, you still only want to gain 1 level, and you'll see why. So here is 1 trigger for this, and you're going to get your send. So Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. Now, we add that by 1 level, so it's at level 5. We send the Nerval. New chain after that. We go Chainlink 1 Nerval, Chainlink 2 Agnimal, because Nerval hit the graveyard. This is going to now be at level 6 on resolution. Nerval is going to then finish resolving with effect. And you're going to add a Fraktall. Now here is the cool part. 3 materials in graveyard. You haven't normal summon yet, so you're going to normal summon that Fraktall. Now you're going to use that Fraktall's effect. Banish 1, banish 2 cards. I would say if you play Fire King and you have like circle in your hand or something, leaving the kit might be a better option in this case. But otherwise, usually you want to kind of banish the stuff you know you're not necessarily going to special summon back, like Nerval. You're going to definitely special summon that back. So that's going to be kind of important anyway. So it's like kind of leave it in the graveyard already. So whatever. But banish 2. And in this kind of a situation, this is with only the Fraktall. This is neglecting any other card. If you have another Tri-Brigade, we'll go into that one a little bit later. But for now, we're going to go into Bonfire with 1 Fraktall. So we're going to use that effect, banish 2. And we're going to go into... We're just going to go directly into BARONNE. This one, alright? Now, like I said, this is 6. This is 4. You know what this is? It's a tuner. This is not a tuner. And you know what this thing's restriction says about with special summoning link monsters? That you can't use Tri-Beast. You can't use anything but Tri-Beast for link summoning. It does not say anything about Xyz summoning. It does not say anything about Synchro summoning. So 6 plus 4, as you guys probably already can see, is going to give you Baronne de Fleur. So Baronne de Fleur now hits the field. You have a 3,000 attack Omni Negate, something that Tri-Brigade never had before. I mean, you had Sprite Brigade, where you would have like a red or a carrot, but those were like monster, spell trap, isolated to those only. But this one, Omni Negate. And, okay. And here's the best part. You're still outside of Nib's reach right now. That's right. Nib is completely out of the question right now. Because you've just done 1, 2, 3, 4 summons. In either which way, it doesn't matter. Because at this point, you just use Baronne's effect. Pop the BARONNE effect to add your copy of... Surprised I didn't pull this out from the beginning. Oh no, I did. Sorry. Pull out your copy of Revolt and shuffle back a card. That's a 2-card starter right there. Bonfire, Fraktall. Alright, so now we see that. So then what happens if we have a Tri-Brigade in hand on top of all of this? So there's those. Here are the other cards I'm going to be using later. Alright. So say we have Bonfire, we have Fraktall, we have Kit also in hand. Alright. So same thing. Bonfire for Agnimal. Agnimal gets to hand. Let me get this off there. Agnimal special summons. Use our Fraktall. Send our Kit. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. It's at 5. Send. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. 6. Add. Go into Fraktall. Turn normal summon. You're going to use the effect. Again. Banish 2. So we'll banish those 2. This time, because we have another name in hand, what we're going to end up doing here is we're not going to bring out BARONNE. We're going to bring out Fraktall. And you can already see where this is going now. So, back into Synchro Summon for 10. Baronne de Fleur. I have an Omni Negate protecting whatever happens here. Fraktall effect. Special summon the Kit. Oh, hey, look. Those are your monsters in graveyard. You have 2. Banish the 2. Special summon BARONNE. And now, you link all those off. And you give yourself Appaloosa. Now with this Appaloosa, even though you don't really have to because you have all this extra protection, but I would still do it like this. I would do Chainlink 1 BARONNE, Chainlink 2 Fraktall. I've been starting to take that on as kind of like the best way to chain block right now, just for the sake of avoiding having to use this or this for Ash. But you'll get your Revolt and you'll get a mulligan. That's if you have Fraktall, Bonfire, and any Tri-Brigade monster available at all. And what this end board gives you is Apo with 3, Omni Negate, and Revolt, which is ridiculously strong, as you can tell. So then the question comes, okay, what if they droll you on your Bonfire? Because droll is seeing play again because of all these search heavy decks and stuff and blah 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 blah. So then if you have the space, because honestly I have been finding a little bit of room to just kind of play around with stuff in this deck, what I would suggest you guys do is not only run that copy of Baron, but run a copy of Bagooska. That's right. Lock off your opponent, floodgate them, and hope to God they don't have a Kaiju, Dark Hole, like Droplet, or any sort of removal like that. The most probable answer they would have for you is Imperm. That's the most probable. That's worst case scenario kind of deal that we're talking there. But then you would Bonfire into your, where did I put it? Bonfire into your Agnimal. Agnimal triggers in your hand. They drop the droll. Okay, you just summon. You just normal summon, and then overlay into your Bagooska. If you have no second Fraktall, if you have a second Fraktall, you could go into your Baron and do that, but that's just another option to consider. So it's a matter of figuring out extra deck. But yeah, I just figured I'd share this with you guys because honestly, people have been highlighting this card, and I think it's for a good reason because I'm seeing a lot of potential with this thing. This thing can go up to level 7, it could go down to level 1. So keep that in mind if you do decide to run something like this, because it may just have that synchro potential you might be looking for in your deck running Bonfire. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that little combo tutorial that I shared. Like I said in my last pack opening, I'm just refining and touching up on the deck, but I do have my Fire King Tri-Brigades in the works, so I did take it to locals and I had some good results. Again, still need some fine-tune tweaking and all that. I did perform very well. It's just I want to iron out some stuff and get some ratios in order and try to keep the deck at 40. May have to see 42 just for the sake of keeping from seeing dead cards that this deck will run a lot of. But that being said, guys, this is VZ Duelist signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys find some use out of this.